exploration rocket prepares to launch astronauts on a return to the moon. The SLS is the only rocket designed to safely launch astronauts to deep space. It has unparalleled power and lift capabilities designed to support all of NASA's exploration missions to the moon and Mars. SLS is the work of a nation, with suppliers across the country working with Boeing to build this unparalleled launch vehicle to safely take astronauts to deep space. This isn't a design or a concept. SLS is being assembled and tested today as it prepares its journey to Kennedy Space Center and this launch pad over the next year. The SLS will carry not just our astronauts, but also major cargo to enable deep space exploration missions. Welcome to the future. You are now standing at what will become NASA's Gateway, a permanent outpost orbiting the moon that will be used by astronauts for deep space exploration. In the next few years, the SLS will enable the Gateway's placement into lunar orbit. The giant SLS rocket will propel entire Gateway modules into space. The Gateway is a reusable platform in lunar orbit that will allow astronauts to reach all parts of the moon's surface, conduct space science, and stage the critical elements for the long trip to Mars. Imagine someday soon, researchers and explorers working and living in lunar orbit on Gateway, and from there, traveling down to the moon and to Mars. Sending astronauts to deep space and bringing them home safely is the most formidable challenge in human spaceflight. Apollo astronauts are the only humans to ever successfully conduct this mission. As we celebrate the 50th anniversary of that first moon landing, NASA is once again preparing to send astronauts into deep space, beginning with the launch of Americans to the moon on SLS. In the next few years, NASA plans to launch crewed flights to the moon's orbit, followed by lunar surface missions in the years that follow. With the building of the Gateway outpost and access through the power of SLS, the entire lunar surface will now be accessible to astronauts for the first time, from pole to pole and from the Sea of Tranquility to the far side of the moon. And once we've returned to the moon, Mars is next. NASA has been sending robotic missions to Mars for decades to learn and prepare for crewed missions. Next year, in 2020, NASA is planning to launch a rover on Mars to search for signs of past life and testing processes to distill oxygen from the harsh Martian atmosphere, all to prepare for future missions with crew. Sourcing Martian resources will allow for long-duration stays on Mars and safe returns back home. But these aren't just plans or paper designs. The SLS is being built today and preparing for launch. It's paving the way for astronauts to live and work on NASA's Gateway, return to the lunar surface, and extend our reach to Mars. The first deep space missions launched our last tech revolution. These next interplanetary expeditions will change our world.